Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and today we are going to be in March. Let's see, the last one we did was the Beauty and the Stamper, Beauty and the Stamper, Beauty and the Beast theme. So now we are going to do March 20th through the 26th, and this time we're going to do it without any type of stickers or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and just start decorating. And what I'm going to do is I finally bought one of the correction tapes over at the Dollar Tree. And so first thing we're going to do is get rid of these colors. And so we're just going to take that correction tape and go right across the top. I hope it's enough. I don't know how much correction tape they give you, but it looks like this is going to take a couple of swipes here. I'm going to try and do it exactly on the dot and see. Yeah, it's definitely going to take a couple swipes regardless, so you might as well get the top and then get the bottom as well. So that's all we're going to do. We're not going to use any washi tape or anything like that today, but let's see how this works. I am going to get rid of these green just because I don't use the evening, morning, and afternoon. If you use them, please leave them on. This is just how I do mine. I'm just trying to give you guys, you know, a little bit of inspiration. So I think I like it. I don't seem to mind too much here. So we're just going to get rid of this one as well. And we're going to use just some ink and a stencil today. And I picked the stencil up at, where did I pick it up? Tuesday morning. And it was on clearance. So keep an eye out on those stencils. I still have plenty left. So I'm pretty glad. Like I said, I got this at the Dollar Tree, so I wasn't sure exactly how much I would get, but it looks like I can get a few weeks out of it if I decide to do this again with any of my others, so you can see there. Alright, next thing we're going to do is choose our stencils, and I chose this flower one. And so I'm just going to kind of put this on here. It's going to go off the page a little bit, but I don't mind. And you can twist these and turn these to be however you like for your style. And actually, I think I could pull it in so that it is not so much off. And I might just flip it over and do something like this. There we go. I'm going to do it just like this. Okay. So I've picked out 6 different colors. You could also use markers. You could use Sharpies. You could just hand draw it if you'd like. But I'm going with Pear Pizzazz and Always Artichoke. I'm going with Calypso Coral and Tangerine Tango. These are all Stampin' Up colors because that's the kind of ink I like to use. And then this one is Daffodil Delight and Delightful Dijon. I also have a sponge, and if you guys know me, I just kind of cut them up like this. So I'm cutting 3, and there's a little teeny tiny gnat or something roaming around. So it's window opening season for us. We don't usually get too much of that. So I'm going to go with the lighter color first. And this one is the Daffodil Delight. And we're just going to stick our sponge right in there. And just go around. I'm holding this down. I'm just holding it with my hand. You could hold it with washi tape if you'd like. Which, if you know me, I usually use washi tape, but I'm not going to this time. I'm going to do this just with ink, and that's it, because I want to show you guys you don't have to invest a lot of money in here. I mean, this is a very easy flower to draw. Just a bunch of petals, so you could just draw on there if you'd like. And then I'm going to keep that in the same spot. I'm not even going to remove that, but I'm going to open up the Delightful Dijon. Hold that back down again. And since I used the lighter color first, I could go in with the darker color. And I want to get some of that off of there. And I'm just testing to see how dark I want it. Okay. So I'm going to start off of the page here. And I'm just going to kind of go a little bit to the sides. Ooh, that one got a little dark, but that's okay. So I'm going to darken it up on this side as well. And then a little bit around the center, and some more around the outside here. So I think that'll give it a little bit of texture there. Then, while I have that, I could move it around if I want to place these flowers somewhere else, but I really like where they are currently at. They just happen to fit there perfectly. So I'm going to get this one, my lighter color of Calypso Coral, and we're going to go ahead and do that on this flower here. So I think these are really pretty stencils. You can buy stencils anywhere, you guys. I bought stencils at the Dollar Tree last week or the week before. So what you want to do is make sure you don't go off the page here, otherwise you're going to get a line. So, and you want to make sure that this doesn't go flying out anywhere. So I'm holding that again, getting the darker color, which is the Tangerine Tango, and we're going to again kind of go around the middle. And if it doesn't seem to be going darker, just keep on piling that on. And I'm going to do around the outsides. So it sounds, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the wind is really picking up outside. That's really, really windy. Okay, so I've moved that one, and you can see how pretty those are coming out with the little texture there. And remember, I told you, and I didn't pay attention, because I have a little bit right here, but I'm just going to use my mono eraser, and it's going to remove some of that ink off of there. There we go. And that came out really cute. Now, I'm going to use this flower here to do the Pear Pizzazz. So the Pear Pizzazz, lighter color first. And this one I do have to be careful because I'm starting to get into other stencils here. And I'm not too worried on this one to go right around the edges because I know I want to go in there with some darker. But I do want this center to be a light pear pizzazz. I don't want it, the Always Artichoke is very dark. So I'm only going to get the very outer edges. So I'm putting away the pear pizzazz. I'm getting out the Always Artichoke. And you guys, I'm showing this on my Happy Planner, but that's not the only place you can use any of my ideas. You can use them in your Bible journaling, your junk journaling, whatever you fancy. So I'm going now with this dark, very, very dark. See how dark that is? And I'm just going to kind of rub those edges. And let's look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I think that is just really adorable. So I see these colors, and I'm going to set it off to the side. I'll bring it back in a little bit. But I want to see the colors that I'm using because I now want to switch those colors. So I'm going to do some of the yellow at the bottom. But first, I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit so I don't start blending colors because I'm going to change the flowers. So I want to make sure this all gets wiped off. And then I'm going to just go like this. I'm going to use this flower here and this flower here. So I think what I'd like to do, okay, sorry about that. So I thought it was just a rough wind, but Tony came in and said it was a pretty bad dust storm. So that is not good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go with these darker colors. So I'm going to go with the Always Artichoke. And I'm kind of going to really play around with what I'm doing here, just with the extra ink that's already on because it's the darker colors. So I'm going to go real heavy and then just kind of go out like this. And I think it'll give me a nice light outline. Like this there. And then if I want, I can always go back. And go a little bit heavier on the outsides if I want to. I mean, really, it's whatever you feel like doing. But you'll see what it comes out to be. So, there you go. So you'll see it's a little bit different, but still the same. And now I think I'm gonna go maybe with a orange flower again. But we're gonna go ahead and do this right down here. I'm trying to decide if I want the orange or the yellow. Let's go. I really like that yellow. Nope, I'm gonna go with that orange color. Oh, I'm listening to sound and I think it is raining now. So that dust storm turned into a rainstorm. So I already have the darker here, so I'm just going to turn it on its side to do the lighter color. And we're going to go ahead and just put that right on there, and I'm going to do it in a little bit heavy-handed on this one, making sure not to hit any of the other There we go. Now I'm just going to stick with this one color, and I'm going to hit the outsides a little bit heavier. Just to give it a bit of dimension there. So there we go. And it looks like I did hit a little bit outside of that stencil. So I'm going to try and erase it. And if I can't erase it, then I'm probably going to just go over it again with the correction marker, because it's right on that correction line. But this is working just fine. It's taking it right off. So these are the plastic erasers. They're the mono from Tombow. So you can buy that online on Amazon. That's where I got mine. And it works very well. So there we go. I think that is really cute. And now all I have to do is go in and write down whatever I want, and you can write right over it because it's just ink on paper. And I think this is really cute. So this is very quick, very easy. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And I just wanted to show you, I've got all my little stencils in here. So let me look and see what we've got. If you wanted, like I have this little stencil right here. So if I wanted to do a to-do list, I could very easily come in, like I'll do a to-do list right in here, just by sticking this down, getting that little, I'm going to go with the yellow because I don't have any yellow on this page, and just kind of putting this like this. And then, look at that. I've got my checklist right there. And I just write all my to-dos. And then the same with this one. I just stick that there and put this wherever I'd like. I'll change a color here. And you could do as many or as little as you want. So I'm going to do this one right on Saturday, and I'm going to use the green color. I'm making this one really small because I don't want it to hit anywhere except the page there. And we're going to go right over that yellow flower. And this one's only going to do 4 because I try not to keep my Saturdays too busy. So there we go. we have a nice little layout, and we didn't use any stickers. We didn't have to use any washi. We just used a stencil, and you can always make your own stencil just using a piece of paper. So I hope you like this. Again, if you do, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more Plan With Me's, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to purchase the May Plan With Me kit, just go to BeautyandtheStamper.com. There we go, BeautyandtheStamper.com, and you will be able to purchase the May Plan With Me kit so that you'll have some of the products that I'm using in my Plan With Me's. Alright, beauties, you have a wonderful day. I'll give you another peek at that, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye!